I know I look a mess. It's okay. We're gonna ignore it. Ooh, some smell like gas. I hope ain't nobody caught that to blow up. The ghetto. Let's talk about the act, episode 4. If I can find my notes. Child, come on here. Where are the notes? This is why you be prepared. You come on and you get prepared before you come on camera. Let me just loop around here. Okay, the year is 2013, and our niece is once again in heat. She's looking out the window at a man, and I have to be honest, the man was not ugly. He was not ugly. She's looking out the window, Lord, and she's just imagining herself with him. She don't know what she imagining, but she imagining it. And her mother comes and sees that she's looking at the window at that fine man mowing the lawn and says, come on, let's take a bath. And I'm like, I do not want my mama to bathe me. I just don't. She gets the girl, puts her in the tub, and is washing her. Child, we see Gypsy get up on her feet again. You know, I was shook. Out the tub, wrapped the towel around her. I'm like, you can walk. You can walk. I be shook every time. But she walks on out the tub, steps out, and starts bleeding, honey. She done got her period. And Dee Dee's like, why didn't you remind me? You know this happens once a month. And Gyp is like, I'm sorry, I forgot. But she gives this little sly, like, smirk, like, no, I didn't. No, I did. I want you to suffer like I'm suffering. And honestly, that's just all so uncomfortable. I just cannot imagine. First of all, my mama bathing me at 21 years old. I can't imagine having to run by my mother that my period is coming. Like, hey girl, remember, we're coming up on the day. Like, that would get on my nerves. It would. And it's getting on my nerves for Gypsy. It is. We find out that Dee Dee has type 2 diabetes, or diabetes, depending on how you want to pronounce it. I love diabetes personally, to say, not to have. And so now she's telling Gypsy that she has to help her with her, illness, and you have to stab me with the needle, as I have had to stab you all these years. And I'm like, but that was your choice. All of this was your choice. Whose car is this and why? It's the car behind me. I hate it. I hate it. Oh, my notes disappeared, Lord. Let me see. Okay. So, she got diabetes. At some point, child, it's Gypsy's birthday. She's finally 18, even though she's 23 or 21. Girl, that is on my nerves. Will the owner of whatever vehicle this is cut it off? Will the owner? So the mama gets Gypsy 2 guinea pigs, Moo Moo and Boo Boo the guinea pig. And Gypsy's like, oh yay, guinea pig, I love them. I felt like for an 18th birthday, that's a lame present. But she says that you're not like other girls. So I guess she thought that was appropriate for her 18, 21-year-old daughter with the 7-year-old mindset. Girl, this... It stopped for a minute, then it started back. Like, thank you. Thank you. Moving on. This hair, girl. Don't look at it. It's raggedy. Lacey is home, I presume from college. They did eventually say college. And she and Mel having beef. I'm like, girl, she just got home. What? Can y'all calm down and hug each other? Hug your cousin, hug your neighbor, and tell them that you love them, like in that Tyler Perry movie at the end. She goes to speak to Gypsy, and they out there with Boo Boo or Moo Moo. I don't remember which ooh it was, but it was one of the guinea pigs. And they out on the porch. And Dee Dee comes out. They're on the porch and they're talking about Christian Grindr, honey. They're talking about, it's this online website that, Christian people date for free.com, and I found the love of my life on the website. It's so crazy. And Gypsy's like, well, could you show me the website? And so she pulls up the website and is showing her the men's, honey. And the mowing fella, the boy Matt Sutherland, the guy who does the lawns, is on the website, and Gypsy is just taken. And she's once again thrust into heat. She's just sent into heat. And so Dee Dee comes out and she's like, Gypsy, I told you these guinea pigs are indoor pets. can't take him outside. There are wild animals out here. They'll be done scooped him up and we'll find his head on the lawn. And Gypsy's like, girl, if something comes and tries to attack my pet, I'm gonna get up out the chair and kick it with my working legs. Like, Gypsy did not seem concerned. At some point, Daddy Blanchard, his name is Rod, calls and wants to talk to Gyp, tell her happy birthday. Dee Dee is like, oh, well, you know, she doesn't even know it's her birthday. We don't want to give her, you know, a sense of how much time she doesn't have. You know, she's dying. And Dee Dee gets another call and she's like, oh, this is her doctor. I got to take this. And Rod is like, wait a minute, what's wrong with it? She died. Is it, she worse? What's wrong? She clicks over and talks to somebody else, I guess. I don't remember. Let me see. So we see Gypsy steal once more from her mother's nest egg. Now she's got a little nest egg of her own, a little collection of money. And they're going down to the mall, to a mall lawyer. I was like, I've never seen a law office in a mall. Never. Now we got a lot of space in this city I'm in. There's a lot of ground to cover. So if you need a law office, there are buildings that you can put your law office in. But I have not ever seen a law. I was just in the mall. Wasn't no law office in there. But the lawyer asked Gypsy, you know, can you read? Can you write? Can you, you know, do you know your ABCs, blah, blah, blah. And Gypsy's like, I can read. And her mama's like, no, you can't. Her mama looking at her upside her head like, And she's like, a little bit. She's like, can you write? I can sign my name. I can sign my name. Like she got to ask her mama what she can do. The lawyer's like, Gypsy was able to answer all the questions. You're not going to be able to be her guardian. You're not going to be able to do it. Because the doctor's office told her, you know, we setting you up for this ear tube surgery to have your eardrums removed. So I don't know what it was, child. But the doctor was like, well, her birthday, you know, is today or tomorrow, yesterday, whatever. And it looks like she's 18. She's still over the legal age that you would be signing off on her stuff. So we need her to come and sign the paperwork, blah, blah, blah. Dee Dee couldn't handle that. So that's the whole point of the episode, really. While Gyp is talking about the stuff she can't do, she's got her stuffed animal in her lap. She literally done pulled this bunny's eye out the socket. The little button is gone. The eye is missing. And Dee Dee tricks Gypsy once again, and it's like, oh, we need those papers signed. We have to have those papers because, you know, everything could go wrong if we don't have the papers signed. Everything. We could be homeless again. The Make-A-Wish Foundation and, you know, all of this and St. Jude's cancer research and everything is going to go wrong if we don't have those papers, or we just have to have the papers. And Gypsy is like, girl, I'll sign the papers, sis. It's okay. Lying. I'm all right. Everything's all right. Like the Wiz. And Dee Dee is all sick, honey. She falling over and I don't feel well. Oh, the humanity. Oh, and I'm like, is this a part of her? Is this a part of her tricking Gyp, or does she really not feel well, or is she making herself really not feel well to trick Gyp? Oh, she is too skinny. No, God, you need some meat on your bones. Meat. See, in the South, the white women love to be extra, extra skinny, but have extra, extra big hair. She looks sick. She looks sick, but her nail color is cute. That's cute. Is that coral? That's cute. But yeah, I didn't know if Dee Dee was actually sick, or if she was actually making herself sick, or if she was pretending to be. I just couldn't get a grasp. But Gyp was like, sit down, Mom, it's okay. So they sit down in the little massage chairs. You know them black massage chairs everybody sit down in the mall. She done sat down. She pulls down her sock and her ankle is like blood red. And I'm like, ooh, we got to cut them feet off. Them feet got to go to diabetes and ate your feet, girl. We got to take them off. We got to get rid of the feet. Period. And she's sitting down and Gypsy's like, well, I can do the list. What do we have to get today? So she gets the paper. And Dee Dee's like, oh, no, I'm going to get up in just a second. And Gypsy's like, no, I can do it, please. And she takes the list. And, cause Dee Dee is just like, oh, girl, I don't feel good. Fine, go get the stuff. We need, Brussels sprout, whatever. Here's the list. Gives her the list and Gypsy is off. She's like, sis rolled her in that chair. She goes on down to the Best Buy, honey, or the Circuit City or whatever. I guess the Circuit City didn't exist in 2013. She goes on down to Radio Shack or something. And it's like, hi, my mom, her birthday is coming up and she's just the best mom in the world. And I really want to get her a computer because she's saying how much she wants a computer. And how much does a computer cost? Because the little woman behind the counter was like, hey, girl, you lost? What's going on? I'm like, why she can't just be shopping? Why she can't just be shopping? Why she got to be lost? So she tells her about her mama and the birthday and the computer, and my mom's the best mom in the world. So she ask how much a computer costs, and the woman's like, well, computers are expensive. And Gypsy's like, oh. And she's like, this one is like $199.99. And Gypsy's like, I have that much. Gives her the money. The woman gives her the laptop. She takes the laptop all the way back out to the car. I'm like, 7-year-old mentality. She done took the car. How? I got a 24-year-old mentality, be 25 in a week and a half, and I can't find my car when I come at the mall. I can't. I be looking all over, pressing the button, and be chirping. I'm like, where's the chirp? The chirping sound like it came from the right or the left? Where's the car? But Gyp done rolled all the way out to the car, put the laptop under the seat in the car, and all of this, child, all of this. So, what happened? She as she's rolling back into the mall, throwing away the evidence, you know, the receipt and the box and the bag and all of that the laptop came in. She hears Gypsy Rose Blanchard to customer service desk. Gypsy Rose Blanchard to the customer service desk. She rolls over to the customer service desk, and her mama's sitting there, you know, with her hand on her head, just, oh, what was me? And she's like, I'm sorry, Mom, I didn't get anything on the list. I got so lost, I couldn't find anything. And I'm like, but you found your way to the customer service desk? Make the lie make sense, Gypsy. Make it make sense. While she's talking, the little man at the customer service desk on the phone interrupts Gypsy and is like, little girl, your mama don't feel good. And Gypsy's like, oh no, well, do we need to go home? Let's go home, Mom. And I thought Dee Dee was finna sit in Gypsy's lap and let her roll into the car the way she was looking, but they get on, you know, to the car and to the house, I guess. And then we see Gypsy having to give her mom her insulin injections. I'm like, if she would have kept Russ would have injected you, no problem. But you done got rid of him. But anyway, so Gypsy has to like stab her in the stomach. I'm not good at that kind of thing either. I wouldn't be able to. I just would not be able to. So we move on. I guess it's later that night. Gyp got on this 5 black wig, honey. She was looking, you know, Beyonce. She was giving Beyonce Naughty Girl. I'm feeling sexy. I want to hear you say my name, boy. So she got on this black wig, honey. She gets on this brand new computer. I'm like, who set up the internet? Who gave her the password to the internet? You know, you got to find the router and the modem and get the password. This 7-year-old didn't do it. She ain't slow. She gets online, honey, on blackpeoplemeet.com. I don't know what day website she was on, but she done Skyped or Uvu'd this boy. And even before that, Lacey is getting ready to storm out from her mama's house, from Mel's house. Dee Dee goes over across the street. She tells Gypsy, stay here. And she walks on across the street and it's like, Miss Lacey, may I have a moment of your time? And Lacey's like, it's not a good time, honey. I got somewhere to be. I'm storming off. Don't you see me making this grand exit? You can't stop me while I'm making this grand exit. It takes away from the exit. So she's like, it'll only take a moment. I heard the stuff you were telling Gypsy. She told me. She's too young for you to be telling her about sex. She doesn't understand those things. She doesn't even know what sex is. And Lacey's like, girl, I don't know what you think you know, but I ain't tell that girl nothing about sex. I told her to get over on Christian Mingle, blackplanet.com and find her man. I didn't even tell her that. I told her I found me a man. And while Dee Dee is basically berating Lacey over some stuff she made up in her mind, she faints in the middle of the road, and Gypsy comes rolling out. Mom! I would have, if I was Gypsy, took that as an opportunity to say, okay, now that she out, I can walk. I'm really not sick. Can somebody help me? Like, I would have asked Mel, hey, Mel and Lacey, hey, how y'all doing? Can you help me? Help me. She's crazy. I'd have took that as the moment to do that, but whatever, child. At some point, Dee Dee is back in the house. They're watching a movie. She and Gypsy, she, you know, begs Gypsy, come sit down, watch the movie. They're watching a movie, and a sex scene comes on, and Dee Dee covers Gypsy's eyes, but covers them like this. And I'm like, if you don't want your child to see something, cover their eyes with the palms. The palms are, you can't see through the palms. But she was covering the girl eye like this, and Gypsy was looking through the little crack at the sex scene. It wasn't much. It really wasn't much. So the lawyer calls back and tells Dee Dee that she's not gonna be able to get granted, you know, guardianship, but she will be, if Gypsy signs over power of attorney, she'll be able to have that. And it's not the same thing. Power of attorney means if Gypsy is like unconscious or in a coma or something, then we can make decisions on her behalf. But it's not, you can't, if she's sitting there next to you, beside you, you're not gonna be able to make the decisions over her head. That's not how the law works. And the lawyer explains that to Dee Dee, and Dee Dee is like, I guess it's better than nothing, honey. We're gonna get this power of attorney signed. And she asked the lawyer, can you draw up the papers? And the lawyer's like, oh, like she does one of them, you know, on the old movies and shows, they do when stuff was a little stressful, she hits her with one of those, and it's like, yeah, we'll draw up the papers. So Gypsy is video chatting with Nicholas Gojan, who we know, if you follow the case, is the boyfriend that is not well mentally. He's not well. And I'm like, what happened to Scott? Where's Scott Vereen? But she's chatting with Nicholas for the first time, and he's like, can you twirl around? I want to see you. And she looked like Sarah Gilbert. That ain't Sarah Gilbert, but she looked like Sarah Gilbert from The Talk, or The Chew, The View, The Who, The Woo. Anyway, the lesbian from Roseanne. But yeah, Gypsy's like, I can't actually turn around. There's some things that I have to tell you. I'm in a wheelchair, and this is not my real hair. It's a wig. And like, she went on about it. And Nicholas was just like, oh, well, look, I'm crazy. Sometimes I see stuff out the corner of my eye, and, it's stressful. And Gypsy's like, what, does it hurt? He's like, what does what hurt? The stuff in the corner of your eye. Child, Gypsy girl, it's mental. It's mental. It don't hurt him none. It's just he a little off. He ain't got it together. Anyway, we swoop over to Mel. Mel is crying because she and Lacey are in a bad place right now, and Dee Dee is giving parenting advice. And I'm just like, is that who you want to give you parenting advice? I guess. Like, I really do guess. So Dee Dee gets the paperwork for the power of attorney, and then suddenly, miraculously, she's sick. And this is why, again, I'm like, is she really sick? Is she pretending to be sick? What is this? She's sick, and Gypsy's like debating, should I run to her? Should I wheel to her? She gets up on her feet and gets in the chair, and then she, like, the chair ain't moving fast enough, so she kind of like pushes the chair with her feet. Like, she's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I'm supposed to run, walk, wheel. I don't know. But she eventually wheels over to her, and Dee Dee is just like, oh, I'm dying. Woe is me. I'm on my last and evil days. And Gypsy's like, girl, if I was Gypsy, girl, what's the problem? But long story short, Dee Dee tells Gypsy that she needs her to sign this paper, because if she doesn't sign, she'll be held accountable for everything we ever stole, every lie we ever told, every deception. You will be held responsible for it. And that's what being an adult is, going to jail. I know my family told you I went to jail. When I was in there, a woman tried to stab me with a knife she made out of razors, and I'm like, ain't razors and a knife basically the same? You don't have to make a knife out of razors. You can just cut somebody with razors. But she made this knife out of razors. And I'm sorry, the person next to me was doing something. She basically guilt trips and spooks Gypsy into signing this paper that has nothing to do with legal liability. It's nothing to do with that, but she has her sign it. And I wonder, can we make a case based on that? Can we say that Gypsy was under the assumption that anything she did illegal would have not been deemed illegal because she signed that paper? Because I feel like we can get Gypsy out of jail. I feel like we could. Give me about a year and a half to take the bar and formulate my paperwork, and I think we can get Gypsy out of jail. I think. I'm gonna take the bar, and I'm gonna let y'all know. Anyway, so Gyp goes, honey, I guess after her mama went back to sleep, she goes into her room, gets on the computer again, and cries to Nicholas, I have to tell you something. I can actually walk, and I feel like I can't get away. I'm trapped, and she'll never let me go. And I'm like, well, we gotta kill her. There's no alternative. We have to kill her. And basically Nicholas, instead of seeing that his girlfriend is distressed and going through some real life, she's stressing, things are happening in her life, he says, I want to show you something. I think you'll really like it. Sends her a pornographic photograph and says, BDSM. I said, sir, how is bondage and sadomasochism gonna help her out of her bondage and sadomasochism? She's already going through BDSM. Her mama got a tube in her stomach and she can eat. Like, what kind of, can we get Kiki tonight? SWV, carrying on. His answer to her distress was, can we get kinky tonight? I never. Dee Dee wakes up and she look around the bed like, Lord, this girl done got up and walked around again. Sees her laying on the floor with the computer. I said, you got to be more careful. You have got to be more careful. Dee Dee grabs the computer, takes it on to the other room and starts smashing it. Gypsy once again debates, should I get in the chair, should I not? She gets in the chair, wheels on out there, and her mama's like, what were you doing, what were you thinking? And Gypsy's like, girl, I'm just gonna get another computer. Dee Dee's like, what? She said, I'm gonna get another one. So Dee Dee, like, honey, wrestles her, carries her, drags her back to the bedroom, throws her on the bed, ties her up. I'm like, this is the BDSM? Why did Nicholas think that the other BDSM was gonna help her? She's already in bondage and sadomasochism. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't. Her mama starts to tie her up. Gypsy spits. And Dee Dee is like, oh. Like she just starts, oh no, oh. Like she's crying boots, right? Gypsy gets up and walks to the door. I guess in her imagination, honey, the door opens wide open. She can hear Nicki Minaj in her head saying, to freedom! But she don't walk out the door. You hear Dee Dee in the background, I'll never do it again. I'll never do it again, Gypsy, please. And she doesn't go out the door. I said a very Florida Evans damn, because I wanted her to just go out the door. But instead she texts Nicholas, says her mother found the computer, smashed it up, and now we just have to text. I'm like, don't let her find that phone. Don't let her find that phone. You hide that phone like contraband. You hear me? Don't let her find that phone. And then they have this like weird virtual reality sex text thing where she like imagines him there, and he telling her to like tie yourself up. But I'm like, she just had got untied from her mama. Like, I just don't understand. I never I never. And then, you know, we see a scene that had Dee Dee and Gypsy been watching this show, Dee Dee would have covered Gypsy's eyes. And that's the show. Like, comment, subscribe, all the things that YouTube was saying. I'll catch y'all for episode 5. Peace.